Is the pit the most accurate medical show of all time? I'm a pre-med student, and let's see what I have to say.
Degloving injury, right lower leg with open fracture.
Oh!
Check in for registration here. A nurse eyeballs them, make sure they're not dying.
Is it always this busy?
No. It gets a lot busier.
Wow, okay. This is very realistic, especially where I'm from. The ER is extremely crowded. Actually, not just in the ER, the whole hospital. This is mainly because of an understaffing problem, especially with the understaffing of nurses. Nurses are the lifeblood of the whole hospital, but oftentimes nurses are overworked yet underpaid and underappreciated. It's not that there's a shortage of nurses, it's just that a lot of them quit. Yeah.
And we all know Louis Cloverfield. Blood alcohol of 420 at 11 p.m.
I've been cutting back.
How is he still breathing?
Did he just say a blood alcohol level of 420? Does he mean like a 0.0420? How is the patient not dead? Okay, if I remember correctly, where I'm from, the legal limit to drive is around 0.05. Around 0.05, you are considered intoxicated. Now, 0.15 and above, we expect you to be severely nauseous, probably vomiting all over the place. And 0.3 and above, I expect you to be in a coma. So, this patient having a 420 blood alcohol level? Yeah, very interesting.
42-year-old male Sam Wallace, blunt head with agonal respiration. Dropped down on the T-tracks. Couldn't tube him, LMA in place.
Suicide?
Okay, I am overwhelmed. Okay, what I understood was the patient is a 40-year-old male, blunt trauma, which means the head was not penetrated but just hit, and agonal respirations, which I believe means something like abnormal breathing sounds. Kind of like how an agonal heart rate means an irregular and flailing heart rate right before death. Okay, here's the second patient.
Good vitals, no head injuries. Degloving injury, right lower leg.
Okay, good vitals. Good vitals means the patient has good vital signs. Vital signs are namely blood pressure, body temperature, respiratory rate, and pulse rate. There's some other vital signs like blood saturation, pain level, and LOC, or level of consciousness. Okay, they said no head injury, but they also said a degloving injury. I really hope they don't show that.
Degloving injury, right lower leg with open fracture.
Oh!
How we doing? Ready? Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I've done that little maneuver countless times. It's when you transfer the patient from the stretcher to the bed. We first bring the stretcher down or the bed up until they're both at level with one another. I've only done it with 3 people. There's 6 here. I guess the more people, the safer.
All right,
Ma'am, what's your name?
2 grams.
Oh lord, look at this.
Airway and breathing are perfect.
As is circulation, BP 140.
Now, she did say that airway and breathing are perfect. You can kind of already tell that's the case because the patient is crying in pain. You cannot be crying in pain, at least not very well, if there's something compromised there. So, although it can be very scary if your patient is crying in pain like this, it's actually a good sign, at least in this situation.
The morphine.
No, it could cloud her mental status.
I can't do an exam like this. Push the damn morphine.
We're doing a popliteal block. Numbs the lower leg, no side effects.
Wonderful. Where's the other guy?
Next door. He's a bit worse.
Pan scanner, let me...
Yes, the other guy is indeed worse. Much worse, I believe, actually. Because the way that I've been taught to quickly assess a patient is with the ABCs, or airways, breathing, and circulation. A patient having an airway or a breathing problem is much more at risk than a patient who has a circulation problem. This lady over here is probably bleeding heavily in the foot, but remember the man before had respiratory problems, which makes him the higher priority.
Still alive. You should be satisfied.
Our goal is 36%, very satisfied with their care. Your department is at 8. Do you know how likely patients are to recommend this hospital?
This is an emergency department, not a Taco Bell.
I'm not really sure what's going on. I guess it does make sense that these metrics should be considered, but I don't know, customer satisfaction, it really seems like something that's out of the doctor's control. The only thing that the doctor can really do is to be a good doctor. I don't know. I'm not really sure about this.
Well, if you want people to be happier, don't make them wait for 12 hours.
There's a nursing shortage across the country.
Most of our patients are boarders who are waiting for a bed upstairs.
No. Like I said earlier, there is no nursing shortage. Lots of people want to be in nursing. Lots of people want to be nurses. It's just that they are not paid well enough for the work that they do. They're also not appreciated enough. There is not a shortage of people that want to be nurses. It's more like there's a shortage of nurses that are being treated well enough to actually stay in where they want to work. I know, it's crazy. And that was the first half of the first episode of The Pit. As a pre-med student, I can't really relate much on the things that are actually happening, especially with the doses of medicine and the actual procedures that they are doing, but I believe that the insight that I gave shows more than enough that this show is really realistic. It's amazing how they were able to actually show us, the audience, just how hard it is and how overwhelming it is to be a medical professional, especially in the ER. If you guys want me to react more to this, I'm more than happy to. I'm starting to really like this show. So, if you want more videos like this, hit the like button and the subscribe button.